Everyone wants to become an effective communicator. But the question is, how can someone become an effective communicator? Now, there are few principles. Now, in this video, I am going to share few important tips and also the importance of communication process which can help you to become an effective communicator. So watch this video till the end, and right now I am going to share a part of my live workshop which will help you to become confident, and you will also understand how the communication goes on and what should be your task when you are communicating to other people. So without wasting time, let's start today's video.
This diagram is really important. You have to understand. Communication process. What is communication? This word has come from a Latin word, communicare. This is not theoretical. This is practical, because once you understand the importance of the word communication, you have a greater responsibility here. Once you know what is communication, what you are supposed to do while you are presenting, while you are communicating, while you are speaking to others, you will be aware of the situation. That's why I'm sharing this. The word communication has come from a Latin word, communicare. communicare, communicare. It means sharing information. Now you can understand, if the Latin word, the meaning of the Latin word is sharing information, then the meaning of the English word, which was derived from that Latin word, the meaning should be the same thing, right? It also means sharing information. Now, what do you mean by share? I have my information. Suppose I am happy today. I am conducting the session. My students have come. They are attending the session. I am happy today. I want to share that. That means I have to understand the emotion of each and every information I have. Communication is all about emotion. And we can create emotion using the voice modulation. If you modulate your voice, the entire meaning will be different. The same thing if I repeat without voice modulation, it will be like communication has been derived from a Latin word, communicare. The meaning is sharing information. The English word, it also means sharing information. Are you enjoying this part? So it's all about, voice modulation. So communication, sharing information. Now, how can we create the effective communication, the successful communication? There are 4 important components. Number 1, ideation. What is that? Ideation means to get the idea. Without idea, if you don't have the idea in a proper way, then you cannot communicate. If I ask you, can you please tell me something about your favorite book you have recently read, a movie you have watched? Now, you have watched a movie which is wonderful, no doubt. But if you are not prepared, if you don't have the idea what to say in reply to that question, there will be a lot of difficulties here inside your brain. Ideation is the first step of entire effective communication process. The next step comes, which is encoding. What is encoding? Just using a particular language. When you create sentences with the help of different words and you convey that to others, to your audience, that means you have encoded your message. Each and every component is important here. Ideation is important because without ideation you cannot encode. Encoding is important. Without encoding you cannot go to the next step. If I say look at the tree, then you will look at the tree because you know what is the meaning of look, what is the meaning of at, what is the meaning of tree, you know everything. So that is encoded message. You cannot make any mistake here. If I use here lingua franca, this is nothing but lingua franca. I know you will not understand this. You don't know what is the meaning of lingua franca. At least 90% of you who are present here. Should I use that term? No, I should not use that. If I use bombastic words which my audience don't know, then there is no purpose of sharing my information to audience, to others. You have to be very careful to choose what type of words you are going to use to communicate with your audience. This is really practical. This is not theoretical. After encoding, the message will go to the receiver of your message. Suppose all the words, all the sentences I am using here, the words are going to you who are listening to me, who are watching me, and you will understand that. That is called decoding. After decoding, you will understand what I'm saying, then you decode that, and then you give feedback. I always ask, please tell me whether you have understood or not. Please give your reply, write down in the chat box. These are all, the techniques to get feedback from you, from the audience. The feedback will come, feedback will go to the sender. The moment the audience gives feedback to the sender of the message, it becomes two-way process. It's not one-way process, it's two-way process, right? The moment you get feedback, you again say something, again you get feedback. The audience, they are also getting feedback from you, you are getting feedback from the audience. It becomes an effective communication. Whenever you will be giving a speech, it can be on stage, it can be just in front of your colleagues, whatever, always look for feedback, always give feedback and take feedback from others, because that will make your communication successful and effective one. Now there are barriers in between the sender of the message and the receiver of the message. Sound problem can be a barrier, okay, but the most important barrier is psychological barrier. Technically we call it noise. Psychological barrier. If you are already blocked, if your brain is blocked, you won't be able to give feedback, you won't be able to understand what the speaker is saying, or what you want to say. You cannot ideate, you cannot get the proper idea as well. So take care of those barriers which are between sender and receiver. Now again, this is a process. If you have a psychological barrier, within one day it's not possible. Every day you have to try following a particular method, and one day you will be in front of a speaker and you will raise your hand, you will ask that speaker, could you please explain that point? But in the beginning, it's really very, very difficult for you to ask even that question. Could you please elaborate what you have just said? Could you please explain what you have just said? I didn't get that.
I hope you have understood the importance of communication process, also the importance of feedback, because without feedback, you can't communicate. You can't continue your communication. So to make your communication successful and effective, just follow the principles I have shared in the video. Now, if you like this video, like, share and subscribe, and also hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any update from my side. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.